It's time for another Mental Wellness Wednesday. Dr. Tracy Alloway is back, and today we're talking about Valentine's Day, and in particular, traits that we want our desired other to have. You did some research on this, correct?
I did. So this is from my book, Think Like a Girl, where oftentimes when we think of ideal traits of a partner, we think sometimes of status or money and other things like that, which is, acceptable. But what I wanted to do is switch our perspective a little bit and look at what the research is showing us. And some of us might have heard of the big 5 personality traits, so things like extroversion, agreeableness. And research shows that there are 2 traits that are very positively associated with a healthy, satisfying partnership.
All right, so what are those 2 traits? Without further ado, drum roll.
Exactly.
Fingers crossed that we have some of these traits.
Well, if not, you can always develop them. But the first is conscientiousness. And oftentimes, conscientiousness looks like someone who's goal-oriented, someone who's hardworking. The tricky thing is, when people are in their 20s and 30s, this can look like a workaholic. So sometimes we avoid this kind of partner because obviously we want that partner to be present for us. But the good news is that conscientiousness mellows out as we get older. And this is a really powerful trait because it shows your partner is committed. They're conscientious. They view your relationship, your partnership as a goal that they're willing to invest time and energy to keep fresh. And
I like that. I also like how you mellow out with time.
You do mellow out in time. And then what is the other?
The other one is agreeableness.
Okay.
And this,
I like that. Makes sense.
it does. But again, I love it.
He goes along with it because,
he's agreeable.
he's very conscientious about being agreeable.
My goal is to make sure this segment goes well.
Perfect. But oftentimes, agreeableness as a trait gets overlooked, especially when we're younger, because this might look like the too nice partner, the partner that's willing to kind of concede and meet your other person's needs. But actually, if you think about everyday interaction, it's full of decision making, which has the potential for conflict. And an agreeable partner is more likely to find a common ground rather than feeling like they have to push or have to argue or fight all the time.
That makes a lot of sense. Let me ask you this. When you look at a timeline, how long does it usually take for somebody to actually reveal who they are? Because on a first date, you're going to look great, right? Like I could act out any one of these traits on a first date.
Especially now that you know which traits you're trying to act out.
Right, yeah, exactly.
That's true. So a few key things to avoid would be neuroticism. Neuroticism could seem like that kind of partner that is very creative, whimsical, kind of a risk taker. But research shows that neuroticism is the #1 predictor of a relationship ending, even in the early stages. So sometimes if you find yourself drawn to these kinds of traits, these might be a red flag in a relationship.
So someone who every single thing has to be a grand gesture. I mean, obviously we can't be pulling grand gestures off every day for the rest of our lives. So you're looking instead for somebody who's maybe more willing to go with the flow, make every day happen without conflict.
And who's goal-directed, that they have small goals, they're willing to kind of, work on everything on a small basis.
And it's true, because these are like long-term qualities that you want to have in somebody who is stable, somebody that's agreeable because, maybe they have to compromise on certain things, so that kind of makes sense.
But to better understand the research that you did, were the conscientious and the agreeable, or do people recognize that that's something they want to be looking for, or is that just what we're saying you ought to maybe revise your thinking and look for these
The
things?
latter, because a lot of times what we do is we find individuals whose personality matches our own. Sociologists call this assorted mating. So in other words, we're attracted to like. We think, we're extroverted. We like this person. We may not even know why we enjoy their company. And oftentimes it's because their personality is very similar to ours. But that's not always the best fit for us. So if we're open to experience, we like exploring new things, that's positive, but maybe not always the best trait for a healthy, stable, long-term relationship.
That's really interesting. We're taking the language of love and we're getting pretty scientific here.
Well, it's funny with this being a Valentine's Day themed segment. One of the things that I always laugh at when someone will say like, oh, you've been married a long time, what's the secret? And I always say choosing well, like from the beginning. And that sounds like what you're trying to get after. Like, let's find the right fit before we work too terribly hard to make it work out.
Yes, and I think the good news is if you are in a long-term relationship or you've been with your partner for a long time, these traits do mellow out and they're not fixed. We can also find ourselves to be more agreeable. We can work on being more conscientious and put more effort into. So, if you're in something, enjoy it and look at ways in which you can make it better.
Okay, and you are very accessible to people, and you even are willing to create a topic based on what somebody who reaches out to you asks for. So tell everybody how they can find you, please.
Sure, I'm online on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Dr. Tracy Alloway. Please feel free to reach out. I have lots of art clips on there too. I have a website, tracyalloway.com, and I'd love if you come and say hi.
Well, thanks again for coming out. We appreciate it. We learned a lot today.
Thank you so much.
Stick around, more to come right after this.